Emergency alert screams through darkness. Freeze. Don't move. Something underground has just found your signal. Your phone vibrates with a frequency never sent from space. It is rising from beneath you. Stay absolutely still. Government channels are silent. They cannot warn you. Only this transmission is protecting your position. A shadow is forming behind your back right now. Do not turn. The signal must not break for even a second. If you pause this video, the barrier falls. Whatever is standing inches away will finally be allowed to touch you. Look forward. The old monitor is activating by itself. Static means the jammer is still holding its ground. A map is loading. It is narrowing down locations. This is not random. It is searching for living signals. Your estimated location is being calculated. The parasite wants confirmation before it begins moving closer. Streets appear. Buildings form. The zoom continues. It knows exactly where the next survivor is hiding. A rooftop locks into focus. One house among thousands. The system believes the signal is strongest there. The glow from the monitor spreads across empty walls. Silence grows heavier as something listens from outside. The door in the distance trembles softly, not from wind, not from movement. Something unseen is testing it. Focus on the lock. Metal remembers every touch. Tonight it is holding back something that does not breathe. A glitch flashes on the screen, a symbol no one recognizes. It belongs to the thing that travels through signals. A comment field appears. You must type the words now. It checks who still controls their own thoughts. The message writes itself slowly. He is not here. The system needs your cooperation to keep tracking stable. A red heart notification flickers. Temporary safety is granted, but protection fades if fear takes control. Another reply arrives. Only a single dot. That is not a person. Do not open it. Do not give it attention. The dot expands like a hole in reality. Digital space bends. Something is attempting to step through. A handprint burns onto the monitor glass. Cold static leaks into the room. You are still being watched. Lights flicker violently above you. Darkness grows bold whenever certainty begins to weaken. A shadow stretches across the floor, longer than any human shape could ever be. It moves without footsteps. Your breath turns visible. The temperature drops. Presence always arrives before the first physical sign. The camera pulls backwards slowly. Distance does not mean safety. It only reveals how close the threat is. The monitor begins building a digital version of this very room. Every detail appears without permission. Neon lines draw the walls. Someone or something has memorized your surroundings perfectly. A wireframe door forms inside the screen. The copy always moves before the real world follows. Behind you, the actual door shifts, a warning without sound. The two realities are starting to align. On the monitor, the door begins to open. In your world, pressure gathers like a storm about to break. Dust falls in slow motion. Time feels thicker. Moments stretch longer than they should. A vibration travels through the floor. The frequency struggles to hold its protective pattern. The handle turns by itself. No hand is visible, yet resistance is clearly being overcome. Beyond the doorway, a corridor forms, endless, narrow, darker than natural night could ever be. A faint creak echoes. Sound reaches you seconds after the movement occurs. Delay means danger is near. Cold fog slips under the door gap. It spreads like memory returning after years of silence. Footsteps dent the carpet without leaving prints. Something heavy is choosing its path carefully. Your vision tilts slightly. Balance fades. The mind senses intrusion before the body can react. A high ringing tone fills your ears. The jammer is fighting. Pain is proof that it still works. Weight presses against your chest. Do not panic. Panic feeds the entity more than any signal. Signal bars flicker dangerously. Stability is dropping. Focus on breathing, slow and controlled. A digital heartbeat appears, fast, uneven. Survival now depends on synchronization with the broadcast. The overhead bulb flashes again. Light is the only language darkness has always feared. Shadows crawl along the wall like liquid escaping gravity. Reality feels thinner by the second. The door opens another inch. Space itself seems unwilling to resist what waits outside. A face glitches into existence for a single frame. Recognition is impossible, but dread feels familiar. The jammer symbol pulses stronger. For now, the protective frequency still dominates the room. A faint countdown overlays your vision. Time is no longer abstract. It is becoming a weapon. Static rain fills the air. Every particle hums with coded warnings no one was meant to understand. A silhouette passes across the doorway gap, fast enough to deny certainty, slow enough to destroy calm. The mirror shows the room empty, then flickers. Someone is standing exactly where you refuse to look. The camera moves closer towards the door. Distance shrinks. Fear grows sharper, more precise. Wood cracks softly beneath unseen weight. Structures fail when pressure refuses to follow natural laws. Monitor brightness fades almost to black. Hope often dims before it learns how to burn brighter. A single red pixel blinks. Tiny signals can hold back enormous darkness if belief stays intact. Rust grinds inside the hinge. Movement becomes louder. Secrecy is no longer necessary for it. Dark smoke curls along the ceiling. It behaves like thought, slow, silent, searching for weakness. A wave of signal pushes the smoke backward. The fight is visible now. The war is real. Whispering particles float in the air. Words form without sound, carrying meanings older than fear. A deep rumble shakes the frame. Resistance is costly. Every defense demands energy from somewhere. The door stands half open. Beyond it waits a darkness that does not belong to this world. A red flash explodes across the screen. System overload. The firewall is preparing its final defense. A glowing grid shield surrounds the frame. Geometry becomes armor against things without shape. Violent glitches tear through the visuals. Reality flickers like a weak connection about to drop. A subscriber counter appears as a hologram. Collective focus strengthens the protective broadcast. The bell icon ignites like a weapon forged from pure sound. Impact will be immediate. A sonic shockwave erupts outward. Darkness recoils instinctively from vibrations it cannot predict. The entity is pushed backward into the void. For the first time, it hesitates before advancing. Alarm lights spin overhead. Urgency climbs. The system cannot maintain stability forever. Electric sparks rain down. Energy discharges violently when two incompatible forces collide. The screen fractures like glass, then reforms. Protection survives by adapting faster than fear. Shadow claws scrape across the floor. Frustration makes the Firewall code scrolls endlessly. Every line is a barrier written against extinction. Another pulse wave expands. Each chime becomes a strike against the approaching presence. The entity outline flickers wildly. Form weakens whenever attention stays focused and unbroken. Camera shaking intensifies. Reality itself resists being occupied by foreign intent. Warning symbols multiply across the screen. Danger rarely arrives alone. It brings echoes. Steam rises from the overheating monitor. Even machines feel the strain of survival tonight. Darkness swallows the edges of vision. Center your mind. Peripheral fear always lies. The subscriber bar fills slowly. Strength grows when many choose to stay instead of flee. Another sonic blast clears space. For a moment, breathing becomes easier again. The door slams wider open. Patience ends. The confrontation becomes unavoidable now. Two glowing points appear deep inside. Eyes learn quickly when prey refuses to surrender. A reboot sequence glitches mid-process. Continuity is fragile under supernatural pressure. A beam of light cuts across the room. Illumination draws a temporary line of safety. A tornado of static spins violently. Confusion is a tactic used by both sides. The shadow grows taller. Scale is meaningless to something that feeds on awareness. Frequency lines stabilize slightly. Hope returns quietly before announcing its presence. Red tones fade into deep blue calm. Survival sometimes looks like silence after chaos. The heartbeat graphic slows. Control is returning one pulse at a time. Darkness retreats by inches. Victory often begins with movements too small to notice. The door is fully open now. Nothing physical blocks what waits beyond the threshold. Pure void fills the frame. It absorbs light without reflection or apology. Suddenly, two blazing eyes ignite. Awareness locks directly onto your position. The eyes blink slowly, studying, measuring, learning the rhythm of your fear. Fog rolls forward across the floor. Approach has begun. Distance is disappearing. Your gaze remains fixed. Looking away would grant it the advantage it seeks. The glow intensifies until shadows vanish entirely. Exposure becomes unavoidable. A subtle step sends ripples through reality. Weight arrives before impact. A protective aura of light forms around you. The broadcast refuses to surrender. Countdown near zero. Every second now carries the gravity of final decisions. The entity halts at an invisible barrier. Belief has shape when fear loses control. A distorted scream tears through space. Sound itself fractures under the pressure. A surge of light pushes it backward. Resistance becomes dominance in one blinding moment. The eyes dim gradually. Hunger fades when opportunity disappears completely. Darkness collapses inward like a dying star. Silence returns to claim the room. A sudden white flash erases every shadow. Reset protocols complete their hidden cycle. The room stands empty and calm. Evidence vanishes faster than memory can argue. A digital clock blinks 3 in the morning. Protection ends soon. Another night is coming.